Hi, Shalom Aleichem. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And today I just want to title this lesson, The Beginning of Wars. And we in the beginning stages of these things, man. You know, the end of the world, we seeing the steps that's going to lead to the end of the world, or the end of this age, this current system. You know, so everything is already in play, man. The prophecies are here. So I got this article, and it reads: Imagine another American Civil War, but this time in every state. So as you can see, you know, war, civil war. Which, matter of fact, let's just start out with this scripture right here, because these are the symptoms to the downfall of a kingdom, the end of an empire, infighting, disagreements was not gonna is not gonna uphold, these devils. That's why they're sinking, man. This is one of the many reasons why they're going down. So this is St. Matthew 12:25, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. See, and that's why we're seeing the steps to the end of America and really the so-called white man and his reign of terror. You know, is brought to desolation, meaning what is being led. The steps is heading towards destruction. You know, it says, in every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. See, so that's why these devils are sinking, man, because they're divided against each other. And it says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? See, so that's why this blow the Lord has smitten this bitch with is getting worse and worse. See, these people can't come together. You know, they all Edomites. And I'm just concerned that the Edomite, the American Edomite, they are already acknowledging, that they are going down, and they can't come together. It's the worst the worst situation is, the more they separate from each other. You know what I mean? The wound is getting worse. So that's why I said they going back. I said, imagine this in every state now. So it says, imagine another civil war, which events are reincarnated as well. Which this event is going to be reincarnated. It tells you that in Wisdom Solid 88. She know of things are old and conjecture of right what is to come. You've seen this take place before. You've seen the type of environment that led to a civil war back then. Is once again playing out. That's why I said we conjecture of right what is to come. So we can see it. And that's why there's an article on it, because they can see it. It says, not long ago, the idea of another civil war seemed outlandish. See, it was a point in time you heard civil war or concentration camp, martial law, and these things that's actually taking place right now. Back then, you had a leg to stand on, so to speak, to scoff, so-called, to come against, because you couldn't see it. It wasn't fully blossoming yet. It says these days, the notion has not only gone mainstream, it seems suddenly to be everywhere. See? So now we seeing the prophecy manifest. The words of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is manifesting, man. So now you actually got to entertain the idea of civil war. Why? Because things are taking place to lead towards that. You have to entertain martial law. famines, lockdowns, because things are happening that's leading towards that. That's why I said that the kingdom divided against itself is going to be brought to desolation. That's going to be one of the reasons why it's going to be destroyed, man, because it's divided, you know. But these are the things that's manifesting. It says Business Insider published a poll in October 2020 saying a majority of Americans believe that the U.S. was already in the midst of a cold civil war. See? Then last fall, the University of Virginia Center for Politics released a poll finding that a majority of people who have voted to re-elect President Trump in 2020 now wanted to see their state secede from the Union. See? So this is going to play out in its perfection this time. Division. See, we're going to see everything play out in its height, at its highest degree. You know, wars. You know, and that's why it's going to be on all levels. From food wars to, which you even got that on these different shows, like you got cake wars and shit like that. Well, it's going to actually grow into food wars and neighborhood wars. You know, all the way up to a world war. You know, these different states gonna, you know, pick a side, so to speak. That's the time we're in. You know, it says the UVA data shows a stunning 41% of those who voted for Joe Biden in 2020 said it might now be time to split the country. See, so these are the mindset of these Americans. You know, as things get worse, they're becoming more divided. They're not coming together. Like I said, they acknowledge that they going down. They know they circling down the drain. They falling off. But there's infighting, you know. We actually seeing this motherfucker getting tore up from the inside out. You know, let's see. Matter of fact, let's get this last little paragraph. It says, researchers have found such downbeat as assessments. Salakia. Let me read that again. Researchers have found such downbeat assessments of America's democracy as especially salient among the youth. See? Last month, the Institute of Politics at Harvard Kennedy School published a poll that half of the voting age Americans under 30 thought our democracy was in trouble or failing. See? So you even got the young ones, you know, that's acknowledging and seeing this broken system, you know, the results of the so-called white man rule. Everything is now being broken. It's corroded, you know, all cracked up, dried up and shit. That's what happens when you let the so-called white man make the decisions. When you have him to lead, when you take his advice, you're gonna be on the shit end of the stick, man. You know. And now you got, it said Americans under 30 is acknowledging that democracy in trouble and failing. It says a third also said they expected, see, there'll be a civil war within their lifetime. And a quarter thought that at least one state would secede. The more hears this particular drum beat, the louder it becomes, see. So as the rumor spreads, it actually manifesting. Matter of fact, that's all we need on that. Scripture says, behold, for a reason. Because there's going to be a point you're going to actually see the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And one of those things we've seen is war, civil war, world war, food war, war on all those. But as you can see, dealing with this article, civil war. And you got just even, it said even among the youth, they acknowledging that there's going to be a civil war in their lifetime. A state is going to secede from the union. You know, this is the lifetime that's going to happen. Scripture also says now, because it was meant to be read in this lifetime. That's why it says now. So this is Jeremiah 51 verse 46, and it says, "Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land," and it lets you know the rumor, your reaction should be fear. You shouldn't be giggling or no crazy shit like that. Your reaction from hearing this rumor, it should be fear. You know, it says, "A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that another year shall come a rumor." See, and it lets you know that this is a build up as well. It's a build up to this masterpiece, man. You know, the destruction of America. You know, the downfall of the so-called white man, the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. You know, in the deliverance of the elect, man. You know, it's a build up to all this. So that's why there's a rumor coming in this year, and then the other year. That's why I said back then, starting out the article, they said the idea of a civil war was outlandish a few years ago. But as you kept talking about it, you like, damn, you know, it's happening. It says, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. See, so it's going to be violence in the land. Then there's going to be a ruler against ruler. And there's these different kingdoms in World War III, man. So, but violence in the land, part that's going to be by different pockets of, civil war, you know, famine in certain parts of Babylon. That's going to bring forth violence, you know. But it's going to be, matter of fact, let's just get it. Pretty much the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Because when these people lose it, they going to lose it, man. You know? When you talking about that, dealing with a full-blooded Edomite, one of those patriotic devils, it was probably some sincere Edomites that raided the capital. They sincerely believed in America. They want to go back to that old, and they want it back. You know what I mean? And they're gonna what it says is gonna be swords in their hands, man. That's what it's gonna come down to. This is Isaiah 19:2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." So Lord said He's gonna set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And we seeing the different steps that's gonna lead towards it. That's why I say He's gonna set it. It's a scenario the Lord is lining up for these people to go at each other, man. Yahweh Shema Shafin had these devils going at each other, man. It's gonna be by the way of your rights, so-called, being taken away. You can't go out and you gotta have that face diaper on, that thing. All these things are gonna contribute to these adjustments being set against the other. What we see in the beginning stages dealing with, even with the jab. That's just part of that's gonna contribute. One of the many things that's gonna contribute to these people going against each other, man. It said, "And they shall fight everyone against his brother." See, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. See, so it's gonna be on all levels, from motherfuckers going at it in a neighborhood to states. You know what I mean? All the way up to kingdoms. But it says within each other. So it's gonna be the Edomites that's gonna take their own self out, man. Cause openly tell you the feet of this beast is the bear. Russia is the one that's gonna spearhead the downfall of this place, which ultimately is gonna take all of them out. It's not like Russia's gonna be left standing when the smoke clear, the dust settle. No, man. all along gonna go, man. You know? But you can see the spirit of division within the devil himself. That wound is growing. Like your flesh divided. And as time goes on, it has become worse. You know? So, matter of fact, let's see, let's see, 2 16, verse 18, it said, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. See? The beginning of famine and great death. See? So, as you can see, we're in the beginning stage of these things. And when it said beginning, that lets you know it's a process. It's a build up. It's finna go into its perfection. So we just in the beginning of sorrows, and mournings, and people crying and sobbing. You know, it's finna intensify. That famine, that's finna intensify. Death is gonna intensify because the ways of death have been broadened, man. You know, there's a lot. It's a plethora of things you can die by in this lifetime. In this lifetime, death is great. You know, is at its highest degree because anything can kill you. So we finna see that play in its highest degree, man. It says the beginning of wars. See, the beginning of wars. But it's plural too, as you can see, because there's gonna be many wars. There's gonna be war on all levels, man. But it said the beginning, so we're gonna see war play out in its height, man, of its highest degree, which is gonna be capped off by the way of World War III. You know, the perfection of that is gonna be World War III, when those missiles, you know, pelt this place, man. You know, it says, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? See? And it lets you know there's nothing carnal we can do. The only thing we can do is hope and pray to you. How about Shemel Shai have mercy on us, man? Because these things are happening, we're going to be in the midst of it. You know? But as you can see, we in the beginning of wars. And one of those wars is Civil War. But I got one more precept. We can wrap it up. Which the Lord already had our enemies kill each other, kill themselves before. Which is going to happen again, man. You know? Let's just get a quick example of how the Lord had our enemies kill themselves. This is 1 Samuel 14, and I started 18. It said, Saul said unto Ahiah, bring hither the ark of the Most High, for the ark of the Most High was at that time with the children of Israel. And that's the spirit. Because who is that now? Yahushua. You know? And the children of Israel in this lifetime is concerned with the elect. You know? That's who the Lord is with. It says, and it came to pass while Saul talked unto the priest that the noise that was in the host of the Philistines went on and increased. And don't we see that today? You know, the so-called white man is beefing up his military. Oh, he got to use his the National Guard to relieve these healthcare workers. Why them? You know, this is how this man was able to, this is how he saw everything, rationalized everything with his war, with his military. You know, but it said the host of the Philistines increased, and Saul said unto the priest, withdraw thine hand. And you know these the Philistines, they was like you know, in the time of David, you know, that they was like a thorn in our side, man. You know, always going to war with them, man. You know, we know our arch enemy is Esau, the so-called white man, man, which he's the one that we are subject unto right now. It says, and Saul and all the people that were with him assembled themselves, and they came to battle. And behold, every man swore against his fellow, and there was a very great discomfiture. See, so when Saul was getting ready to go to war, you know, with these damn Philistines, you know, he looked, went over to the battle. He looked, and the damn Philistines were killing themselves, man. You know. So this is how Bashim Shai, he's gonna do that once again. He's gonna mingle that perverse spirit in Egypt, man. He's gonna set these devils once against another, man. Yeah, you're gonna still have devils that come after us, of course. You're gonna come after the children of Israel, of course. But they're gonna be going at each other as well, man. It says, I'm gonna read it again. Saying, and behold. Then we just read an article about this, about an American Civil War. Let's us behold and seeing that these devils is against each other, and it's gonna grow. We're gonna actually, we're gonna see it, a civil war. And it's gonna be in pockets. It's gonna be different areas of Babylon. These different players are gonna hit certain spots. Certain spot got a special play for. Other shit gonna be happening, but it's gonna be certain things gonna, be that thing in that part of Babylon. But it says, and behold, every man's sword was against his fellow. See, and there was a great discomfiture. See, so the Lord put the spirit on these Philistines to kill each other, man. He put them in a state of confusion, and they was killing each other, man. So that's what we seeing now. This devil is going down. He know he's going down, and they going at each other's throat. So yeah, I can just hold it with edifying. Let it give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach the word on true faith and sincerity. DTA, Abba Babal. Soon, very soon.